video, we're going to have a look at the King Blue Oyster Hybrid that we cloned onto agar about 2 weeks ago. As you can see, it's gone really well. Mycelium's spread across the agar plate, and now this is ready for the next thing we're going to do to it. Rather than make a liquid culture with this, we're going to do this direct grain agar to grain transfer. So we've got sterile grain that we also made in the last video, perfectly hydrated, and this is ready to go. So what we're going to do, we've wiped down the hood, obviously, first, and just give my hands a little bit of a spray with 70% alcohol. Got a new scalpel blade in, and that's been in the sterilizer as well. So if we take off the parafilm from the petri dish that we've got here, and have a look at what we've got. You can see the mycelium really well colonized. And what we're going to be doing is cutting some little wedges of mycelium out and putting them directly into the grain so they can colonize the grain jar, and then we can use that to feed to our substrates. So we've given the jar spray down. We're going to take our lid off, but we are not going to take it completely off. It's just there ready to go. There. Now we open the petri dish. What we're looking for is some nice, healthy mycelium. We're going to take some little wedges out of, and we're going to pick them up with the scalpel, and they are going to get dumped into our grain jar. We're going to try and get as many as we can out of this. And then we'll stick them in the grain jar. Now, something you can't experience at the moment is the smell. The smell is wonderful. It smells wonderfully mushroomy. Another indication that it's very healthy and doing well. And when we're going to do a making agar plates video later on, important that you don't put too much agar on the plate, because, as you can see, the agar is quite thick, quite difficult to pick up. So bear that in mind when you're making agar plates. That nice thin layer of agar in the plate makes it a lot easier to take out, to transfer. Now, I'm not going to take out any of the bits that have actually got mushroom tissue in. Just taking out agar, nice healthy mycelium on. And again, going to pop them out. That's gone really well there. Back on my scalpel. I think we could put a little bit left here, but probably do the whole lot. So this is often a quicker way of getting your grain jars to colonize, because you've got a lot of healthy mycelium really growing well before we actually chuck it in the grain jar. Another tip as well, if you're doing an agar to grain transfer, don't fill your grain jars up too much. Otherwise, really difficult to get your agar wedges to mix into grain. Right, so we're going to leave that there, and we are going to put the lid on. Right, now it's just a case of rolling around, and you should see there that the agar wedges are, and then we'll roll it around the other way. Now, often, don't worry if the agar sticks inside the glass jar. It will. And got another roll over. Oh, I can't actually see any agar there. that one buried. Right, so that's all nicely mixed. And what we need to do with that is to now incubate that. I've got a little incubation cooler with a little greenhouse heater in. And we should see after a couple of days, a week, that that starts to colonize nicely. After it's done about, I'd say about 70-80%, you can do a break and shake, just give it a bang, shake it all up again, and let it colonize again. Then eventually that will be ready to put into our, we're going to use Masters Mix substrate, and we'll do a little video later on to show that process, and then we'll follow it all the way through to fruiting.